Today is the day that you have all been waiting for. It is time for the Ugly Duckling Challenge of Winter 2022. This is my Ugly Duckling, and if you are unfamiliar with the Ugly Duckling Challenge, it is where I challenge other DIYers to make videos on YouTube of flipping an ugly duck like this and turning it into a beautiful swan. The winner will be picked 1 week after the Ugly Duckling Challenge goes live. I picked the winner based on who has the biggest transformation, so stay tuned to find out who has the biggest transformation and check out all of the other amazing flips that are going to be included in this challenge by clicking the playlist linked in my description down below. This piece I got for $30 off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to be using it in my own home for my daughter's bedroom. Her bedroom is currently a storage room / gym / just a hot mess. Here's a quick look of what we started with here. I started putting her things away in her closet, and they like to play Barbies in there on their Barbie house. And then this wall was painted blue, and it was kind of our gym for a while. And then we started just storing random stuff in here, and we still have a door missing on this room. It's got a lot going for it, but it'll get better, I promise. First thing that we're going to do in this room is put on the wallpaper that is going to set off the transformation for our ugly duck. This wallpaper I got off of Amazon. It was about $5 a roll. Overall, it was a pretty decent peel and stick wallpaper. My daughter actually picked it out, and it was nice that she picked one that was that affordable. I couldn't believe there was one even in that price range. But my husband hung it, and I helped him a little bit. You'll see I am quite large these days, and my baby is due in March, so I'm already in my 3rd trimester. I practically live in this sweatsuit for now. You'll see it in a lot of my videos coming up until the baby is born. But we just did the regular peel and stick application and then cut the top and bottom to fit where the baseboard and the ceiling were. Now it's time to get this ugly duckling looking beautiful. My husband is going to take over the sanding portion and prep portion, and then I will do the painting. But while he's sanding, I just wanted to explain a little bit about that wallpaper and give you my review on it. It's kind of one of those things where you get what you pay for, unfortunately. It's stuck pretty decently, but it does wrinkle really easily and is pretty thin, so if you don't have a white wall behind it, you can see kind of like white stripes where the two pieces overlap a little bit together. So I just wanted to give you guys my honest review of that in case you wanted to purchase some of it. I'll have all the stuff I'm using in this video linked in my Amazon store in my description box as usual. But just keep in mind, it's one of those things where you get what you pay for. It looked beautiful overall, but when you look up close, you can tell it's $5 peel and stick wallpaper. My daughter was happy with it though, so that's all that really matters. And the color that she picked to paint her bedroom set is going to be probably a little bit surprising to you guys because it's not really a color that's in the wallpaper. And I can't wait to reveal that to you when we get to the point where I'm painting. As we look closer at this piece, we can see that the previous owner of it had tried to use something called a crackle medium, and that is where you paint one color and then you apply this clear crackle medium and then you paint another color on top of that. that next color on top of the crackle medium will crackle and reveal that lower color underneath there. Crackling is actually kind of difficult to do well. So although I am calling this piece an ugly duckling, I want to mention that there's nothing wrong with trying something new. Just because it didn't turn out how you wanted it doesn't mean that you did anything negative. It's always good to learn and try, and I'm the type of person that likes to try something in order to learn it. I don't like seeing somebody else do it in order to learn it. I like to just have a bit of trial and error. So the person who attempted this did their version of trial and error, and I still pat them on the back for even trying, because crackle can be really intimidating. That is why I don't really do it. It's also a very specific look, and it turned out looking more like cake frosting on this dresser, maybe because of the color, but definitely because of the texture that it left behind. So if you're watching this, don't be afraid to try new things. If it doesn't turn out great, oh well. Try it on something you got for free on the side of the road and just see what you are capable of. He did such a great job sanding that piece down, and now I'm going to the hardware store, picking up some mist tint paint that was on clearance, as well as the color that my daughter chose. So here is that color reveal. She chose a really pretty medium dark lavender color. And when I paint it on, it just looks exactly like her personality. And I love it. I'm so proud of her for choosing something that represented her instead of trying to worry about what I wanted or what somebody else might think is cool. She's in that age right now where she just wants to be like her big sister. And big sister likes video games and dark blue and black and things like that. So for her to choose this for herself made me really happy that she was embracing who she is without worrying about what anybody else thinks. So when you see this purple and you think of that wallpaper, it does not sort of match together, but it does go together. And we are going to be doing her entire bedroom set in this color. So it will go better once everything is in this color. And of course, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I can never do any projects without my son trying to help. So in the background, he is quote unquote helping in his own way. I even get smacked with a mop as I'm painting. There are many times where I had to push him away so that I could paint. And if I had the sound on right now, you'd be hearing me saying no over and over and over again to him for different things that he was trying to do while I'm painting. One of the biggest benefits to painting with a brush is that you don't really have to tape off when you're doing the dresser drawers. I like it because you can just use the edge of the paintbrush and get a nice fine finish along there so that you're not getting any paint along the sides or the runners of the drawers. And then I'm going to start applying the clear coat, which I will do with a foam applicator. You just get this foam thing wet and then squeeze the water out to where it's just damp and then glide it across the top. You want to make sure that when you are all done applying it, you go back over the whole thing to smooth it all out in the same direction. The knobs I picked out I got off of Amazon as well. Amazon's a really good place to get knobs in bulk for really cheap. And I'll have these ones linked in there. I believe they were $1 or $2 a piece when I bought them in bulk. I believe I got a 10-pack, but you'll have to check in the Amazon store for the ones that I did get. And they're easy to just screw right into the holes that were already on there. My oldest stepped in to do this part. She wanted to put the jewelry piece onto her sister's dresser. And then the other handles I got, I already had sitting around in my stash of handles. I can't remember where I got them. I'll try and link one that's either the same or similar though. But what I did is I just went over the original holes and used those original holes to line up where I'm going to put my new holes and traced around the circle where the screw goes. Then I get my drill and go into the center of that new circle that I drew and create the new holes this way. The last thing we have to do is attach some new drawer slides on there. It was missing the ones that it came with originally. So my husband just attached those on there and it was really quick and easy to do. Here's a quick reminder of what we started with, and I will show you where the room is at so far. I have a lot more work to do, but here is the wallpaper and some of her furniture. That headboard there is not the headboard that she will have for her room. It is just one we're using temporarily, and this desk and this toy box we are going to paint to match her whole set that we're doing here. The camera is picking up a lot of pink in that bedspread, but it's actually a dark purple. We still have to install this door that goes in this room, and then over here we have things that need to be organized and find homes for these sort of things. But here is the dresser. It looks so cute. It reminds me a lot of Tinkerbell. I'm getting Tinkerbell vibes. What do you guys think? Did I turn this ugly duckling into a beautiful swan or what? I love how it turned out. I'm excited. My daughter loves it, and we are ready to move on with all the rest of the pieces for her bedroom, which will be coming up in future videos. Do not forget to hit the playlist link that is in the description box and check out all of the incredible ugly ducklings that you're going to see in this challenge. There are tons and tons of super talented furniture artists that are going to be in this challenge. So check it out and help me pick a winner. I'll see you next time. Bye!